Anyway, I was going to tell you what's been going on with Stuff. Now, the Taxpayers Union's been having this fight with Stuff for a little while. I've been keeping an eye on it. What they wanted to do was this is the Taxpayers Union, they pay Stuff regularly to run ads in their newspapers, and they wanted to run, it's like a direct debit system they've got set up. So they just flick the ad through and then Stuff runs it. But Stuff said, no, we're not going to run this one. It was a eviction notice, like a fake eviction notice to Wellington's bloated bureaucracy. The taxpayers of New Zealand cannot continue to foot the bill for Wellington's public service gravy train. This is your notice that the government's grifted job scheme for cultural studies, sociology and other Mickey Mouse degrees, which started in 2017, is over. For the pencil-pushing seat warmers and flat white Marxists, it's time to go and get a real job. It was pretty aggressive, right? So Stuff was like, no, we're not going to run it, apparently. Too many complaints. You need to take out a whole bunch of these aggressive words and then we will run it. It got better. Meanwhile, so Taxpayers Union's fighting with Stuff about this behind the scenes. Taxpayers Union Finance Minister says to Stuff, do not take the direct debit out of our account to pay for the ad if you're not going to run the ad. Stuff does it anyway. They take the direct debit out of Taxpayer Union's account, even though they're not running the ad. Taxpayers Union goes bananas about this. They threaten them with all kinds of legal stuff and everything. Yesterday afternoon, says the Taxpayers Union, wiser heads prevailed. I got a call from a senior executive in Stuff who's assured me that the funds will be returned in the next few days, and they're now going to publish the advert without requiring any changes. And also, it seems to have forced an approach because now Stuff has unbanned another group, which is called For the Protection of Zion Trust, whose ad was too political. They're now going to run it. Now, this is really bad. Like, this is bad for Stuff that the stuff is out there, because what this looks like, most people, I mean, newspapers have the right, and any member, any business has the right to say, no, we're not going to run your ad, right? But if it gets out there that you're banning things because they're too political or too complainy, but you're running stuff from the other side, like potentially the CTU, it's not a good look, is it? So I just think it's probably a wise move. Probably a wise move to have backed down on it. Probably shouldn't have gone there in the first place. News Talk ZB.